Okay, hola, ¿cómo están todos? Welcome to my lovely blue vehicular device, my blue bubble. If you're new to my page, bienvenido a mi página. Thank you so much for joining me. I really don't think I'm that interesting of a person, even though I'm quite unique and I do things a little bit differently. But um, so if you've just recently subscribed to my page, thank you. I very much appreciate it. I'm glad to know that someone finds me interesting. Sorry, it's a little bit hot outside, and I have the AC on. So if I'm talking a little bit loud, it's just because I don't want the AC to overpower my voice while I'm talking to you. I look a hot mess. My hair is all frizzy. I didn't really have time to do it. Um, I've been running a lot of errands lately for my Quinceañera Plus, which I told you I would keep in contact with you about what I've been doing and just, I don't know, just in case maybe you're about to have a quinceañera and you follow me, or if you're on the more mature side like me, just and you're planning on having some type of big party. Maybe you're about to get married, maybe you're a bridesmaid, maybe your friend is about to have a baby shower and you're in charge of putting it together. For whatever reason, I can end up helping you in any kind of way with these tips and tricks that I've been using to get ready for my Quinceañera Plus. I would like to just impart whatever I know or whatever I've been doing. So, I'm sorry I haven't been doing more lately. It's just that I feel like I say this every time I make a video, but I've just been going through a lot. This week in particular has been extremely difficult for me. I don't want to say why because it would take up too much of the video and it would just be like, really? Is this a sad story or is this a DIY video? Like, ¿qué es lo que tú estás diciendo? ¿Qué es lo que tú... Sorry, this is what happens when you do videos like in random parking lots. Even though this is not a random parking lot, it's the parking lot of my church, but I just feel like somebody's always minding my business. But anyways, just we're just gonna move on with the video. We're not gonna talk about any of that other stuff. If you want to know that badly, send me a comment, and then maybe I'll feel comfortable enough to fill you in on what's been going on. But anyways, so let's keep it moving. All right. So so far, what have I done for the Quinceañera Plus? I am about to go ahead and pick up my final poofy dress today. I already have the smaller dress. I can do another video showing you those things and the accessories that I bought to go with it. The corona, the earrings, the necklace. I even got like a cute little bracelet detailing thing, which I didn't think I was going to do, but when I was there picking up my dress, I was like, ooh, it goes really pretty. And if there's any time for you to really do the whole frou frou, I'm a princess thing, it's on a quinceañera or your sweet 16. Can I speak English? Or your sweet 16 or your wedding. Like, I think those, or your prom. I think those are all good excuses for you to be frou frou, pretty princesa. I'm not a tomboy. I don't consider myself a tomboy necessarily. I used to be. Now I think I consider myself a tom girl. Like, I wear what I want. It's typically not going to be a dress, skirt, and heels, but like Monday through Friday, most likely you'll find me with some type of loud color or print or whatever on me. Some frames because I like to wear my frames when I don't do my makeup. It's a quick way to like just bring some color to my face without actually having to put any makeup on, and it adds personality to whatever I'm wearing. uh, Sneakers, flats, or chancletas with pants, some type of pants. It could be leggings, it could be jeans, um, depending on how much time I have and if it goes with the outfit or not. So, just in case you care, I don't want to take you off the thing though, but just in case you care about what I'm wearing, I have on this one piece. It's kind of like a leotard, so I'm just going to call it a leotard. It's like a onesie leotard type shirt, and I love it because it has these frilly design, so it adds a little bit more character. Plus, I have really big boobs, and I know people with big breasts might think if I wear frilly things up top, then it's going to make me look like I have bigger boobs. But this actually conceals my boobs. I think the pattern, in addition to the, sorry, again, people in the parking lot, and I know they think I'm talking to myself, which I kind of am, but whatever. The frilly thing in combination with the pattern and the colors, it really helps to camouflage my breasts. Camouflage, get it? To camouflage my breasts. It's actually no pun intended, but then once I said it, I was like, yeah, pun intended. Anyways, it's a little hot for these, but if you've known me for a while and you follow me for a while, you probably already know that I just don't like showing my arms. So on the day of my Quinceañera Plus, I'm going to be struggling because everything is going to be open. For both dresses, my arms are going to be exposed, part of my back is going to be exposed, like, yeah. But I typically do not like showing my arms. I don't care how hot it is outside. I will have on some type of jean jacket, blazer. This is somewhat of a sweater, but I promise you it's very thin material. It's not thick at all. So this sweater with the buttons, and I like how the gray goes with the gray. And then even though the yellow is slightly off, like, seriously, if anyone really sits there and is thinking about, oh, that yellow doesn't quite go with that yellow, I'm like, you know what, mind your business. Are you wearing this? I don't think so. Like, I don't think it matters. I think as long as it's in the same family, I'm good. I like it. I don't care. I have on these black rose earrings with little studs on the bottom. I've had them for a few years and they're still holding up pretty well. I think they're very cute. Nice little touch. I have on these chancletas, which are very cute. I also have them in black. And I actually got them from Five Below. You heard me correctly. I got them from Five Below for $5. These things are bomb.com. And because I'm lazy and I'm not really trying to get up out of the car, I have on these jeans, and I like them because they're high-waisted and they have a bow here. So if I don't want to, I don't have to put on a belt. I can though, because it does have belt loops, but I don't have to wear a belt because, you know, sometimes when you're on the go, you don't have time to really do all these extra accessories and crap, and I didn't have time to put on a belt. So thank God that came on it. The pockets are on the side. They kind of remind me of like khaki pockets. How the pockets on the khakis are right on the side and they kind of poof out a little bit. So if you're a girl who likes your hips, or you like accentuating your hips, or you don't have any hips but you would like to give the illusion that you have hips, these types of pants and khaki pants are perfect for helping to round you out a little bit more, because the pockets they're positioned in a spot where your hips should be. So anyways, there's your unexpected outfit of the day that I didn't intend on doing, but there you go. All right, so let's move on. So I'm gonna pick up my big poofy dress today. I have the smaller dress already. It's slightly poofy, but not really. And they're also two different tones. So the first one is more close to a turquoise blue. It's actually a little bit deeper than this, but you know, first thing I want you to know, when you're planning a big party like this, especially if you do what I did, and I didn't decide that I wanted to actually do a Quinceañera Plus until June. That's 2 months before my birthday, which means I only had 2 months to plan for this big event, okay? You are not going to be able to find everything that matches perfectly, and that's fine. What I would suggest is maybe pick more than one color for your scheme. So for example, my colors are turquoise and gold, okay? So, and then I wanted like just a slight bit of more bling, so I added like diamonds for effect. And obviously my diamonds are not going to be gold, they're going to be like, you know, crystal diamonds. Not real ones, you know, because you can find fake ones at like Michael's or the dollar store or wherever. So yeah, those are my colors. And then because I also have people helping me out, you know, with chair covers and stuff like that, they can't always find things, especially with when you're just working with 2 months, like, I'm not going to say you can't find anything on the internet 2 months ahead of an event. You definitely can. But my thing is, I'm doing a lot of the planning by myself. And so sometimes when you're planning by yourself, a lot of things will not come to your mind until weeks before your event, and when it gets to that, even if you're like me, you like to take control, um, you like to handle things yourself. Maybe you feel like you can't really um, delegate certain tasks to other people, because if you know people like I do, sometimes, you know what, as an adult, people have their own lives, okay? It's just what it is. There are going to be times where people might ask you to do something you're not really feeling quite up to it. It's just part of being an adult, okay? So a lot of times, unless you're willing to pay somebody, unless you're willing to hire somebody, you might be doing a lot of the tasks by yourself, and that's okay too, as long as it doesn't overwhelm you. But getting back on track to what I was saying, I do have a lady who's helping me out. Actually, I have two ladies that are helping me out a lot with some of the materials that I need. And so she's able to give me some chair covers because I'm using the church for my venue, and they're not charging me anything. So, I mean, that's another plus. If you go to a church, or you're part of a community where you can rent things at a seriously reduced price, or they're willing to allow you to use it for free, girl, you better get yourself some really beautiful decorations and jazz that place up. Because if you go out and try to find a venue, you're looking at least $1,000 plus. I don't know about you, but I'm not a millionaire, and I don't have time to be dropping thousands of dollars on a venue, which is something I'm going to use like one time. Who knows if I'll ever be there again? Like, that's somebody's rent. That's a down payment on a car. For some cars, that is the car payment. Like, eh, okay? Anyways, bring it back in. So, one of the ladies is allowing me to use chair covers so I can cover the church chairs, because they're like a pink. I don't even do pink, okay? Like, pink, no. Pink is not my color. And it's not part of my scheme. So, but, okay, if I had had this in mind sooner, I could have gotten some gold chair covers or some turquoise chair covers, and it would be good for my inventory, because I do lots of crafty things on the side, and I do dabble in like party planning and stuff. I planned a wedding before. So it's good to have those things in your little kit if someone were to ask you to help them with an event. But realistically speaking, I'm asking myself, it would be beautiful to have those things, but at the same time, when will be the next time I use them? I'm already going to have a dress that I don't know when I'm going to use it again. The shorter dress, I will be able to use that for something. But the big dress, I don't know when I'm ever going to use that again. So I don't want to have too many things on me that I'm not going to be using again. So the seat covers are cream. So I said, okay, I have two colors. I have turquoise and gold, and now I have cream. I could do cream. If it was white, I don't really like white things because they get dirty so easily and stuff. So she said she had cream chair covers. So I'm like, okay, I can deal with cream. So now you've got a mixture of colors that you can easily blend together, easily and creatively blend together. Now, I'm telling you, if you have one anal person that shows up to your party and they're like, this turquoise doesn't quite go with that turquoise. That's more of like a teal. That person ain't got no life. Okay? Because nobody's going to walk up in a venue that is set up beautifully where they're eating for free and talk about how this turquoise doesn't match this turquoise. Just make sure that it's close enough. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I know I love how I took the back alley route to get to the point of what I was trying to say. But anyways, so those are my colors. So I went to go pick up some turquoisey tulle. I don't have them with me, so I can't show them to you. But I used them for some candles. that I had set up. I got the like the fake LED light candle things, and I went to Joanne Fabric, I believe. Ooh, who texted me? Oh, my friend, my friend. I went to Joanne Fabrics, I believe, and I was able to find some. I don't know if they're. I don't. Some candle holders, and they were like blotched with like gold, so that you could kind of see through them, and then they had gold on them. So I cut some of these up, stuck them inside the candle holders, and then put the LED lights inside, and so that way it incorporates both of my main colors, which are turquoise and gold. So I have that, and so this color is definitely on the map for the color scheme. And then so far I've been setting up the you know, the table settings and stuff. So I got these gold, they're fake, okay, because ain't nobody got time to be spending that kind of money. They're plastic forks, spoons, and knives, and you know, they're covered with gold to make them look fancy. And then I got, I don't know exactly what you call this, but they're like the fake me out crystal things that you can wrap around things to make them look more fancy. And I got that in a somewhat of a turquoise color. And see how they don't exactly match, but actually on video you can't even really tell. And in person, again, unless you're that anal, you're not going to be able to tell. And this is shiny and this is not, and that's fine, you know, as long as it generally follows the theme of the party. And then I just took some gold ribbon, and I actually have a few varieties. My thing is like, if you're that pressed over being that uniform, that's fine. You know, I understand being anal because there are certain things that I'm not willing to compromise on either. But when it comes to little details like this, I actually think it's a good idea to diversify a little bit. As long as it's the same color scheme, diversify a little bit. That way, God forbid, you find a few things that don't match, go figure, perfectly. It's okay because you've got a bit of this texture, a bit of that texture, and as long as it's close enough, it'll go together and it won't look tacky. I promise you. I promise you. It's not like I'm doing several different colors of several different varieties of the color green and blue. And even that would be okay too. If as long as you know how to blend the colors and they're close enough, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to really care. And so also today I went out and I purchased this. Oh, my bad. Purchased one of these at, I think also at Joanne Fabric. I went there this morning and I got one of these big old, like, I don't know what the heck to call this, adhesive gem strip. And I'm basically just cutting each and every row because I also have the spoons. And I could totally just leave the spoons like this. But because I'm extra and because this is such a big event for me, I've been cutting them into strips, like I said, and then just sticking them right here on the bottom. And it just adds a little bit of sophistication to the spoons. Now, these are the spoons I'm using for the cake, for people to eat the cake. So, you know, see? And this actually, to me, especially on camera, looks more teal. It looks more like a teal blue than a turquoise blue. But again, you're not going to be looking at it and putting it against this and going, oh, it doesn't go perfectly. It's just, you know, as long as it's close enough, nobody will notice. Nobody will be able to tell. Nobody will be able to tell. Te lo juro. Don't even worry about that. Like, don't be so anal to the point where every little thing has to match. I'm about to go pick up some napkins today for the party. I'll probably get some cream too so that everything's not too matchy. Because then that can also be a little bit tacky sometimes too. But I'm going to go later on with my friend and pick up some napkins that are, it's like a darker teal. Like, it's definitely not this kind of turquoise. It's like, it's definitely teal. and it's more on the deeper side. And so I'm about to go pick some of those up. They have gold leaves in the middle of them. So here's the napkin. It's deep, what color did I say? It's a deep teal, and then it has a gold leaf on the middle. So, and I was thinking that doesn't really go because my color isn't teal, it's turquoise. But then the plates that I'm using, they have gold trimming. They're I believe they're cream, and they have gold trimming, and then inside of the gold trim, it has turquoise trim. And it's also like they it's like shiny, like metallic, all right? So because it's metallic, metallics have this dimension to them where depending on what angle you look at them, they could be light, they could appear light, or they can appear dark, right? So I was like, you know what? Fudge it. Let's just see what it'll look like. So I took the napkin, put it on in the middle of the plate, and it went really well. Even though they're not the same color, they're kind of sort of in the same family, so it just kind of flowed. It wasn't one of those things where it was like, no, my guests are going to notice that that's not the same color. It went well. It was fine. So I think I'm going to go pick those up and then get some like cream napkins too, just so that, it's not, Last but not least, before I go, because I need to finish this up so I can go run some more errands. ¿Dónde están? Oh, also, in the back, I got some more tulle. So, I believe this is the same color. Yes, the same color tulle. And I'm actually going to take this and drape it around the cream chairs. And then tie a pretty bow in the back. And then, hope you can hear me. And then, I also purchased a bunch of these floral pins. They're like floral push pins. And I'm going to stick some of these in the middle of the floral arrangements that I'm making for the centerpieces for the table. But I obviously don't need 144 of these things. I don't have 144 flowers. And some of them will have these, like the roses that I got will have these in the middle because I need to incorporate the cream, right? Now that I have these cream chair covers, I want to make sure that everything kind of comes together. So I will be putting these in the center of the roses. And then I also have, come on. I also have these things. So basically I'm just going to cut them off of this and maybe put 4 in each arrangement because I have 6 tables. So I'll put 4 in each floral arrangement. So I just figure these pearls with these pearls, it'll match. And then in the smaller flowers, I'm going to stick diamonds in them and use my hot glue gun to put them. So I'll have extra push pins. So when I go ahead to do the bow on the back of the chairs, if I want to, if I feel like it needs an extra touch, I'll just go ahead and stick these push pins in the middle of the bows. So it'll just add that little classy touch, I also got, can I talk? I don't know how to finish my thoughts. I got these vases to put on the table. I went to the dollar store, so they were all $1. I got about 7. I think I got 6 or 7. Just in case we had to set up an extra table, I didn't want to feel like we didn't have enough. So I went ahead and got like 6 or 7. I'm not exactly sure on the number. So I'm going to be filling them with gold and blue rock thingies. Why is this random red one in here? Oh, it's part of the detailing. Okay, anyways. So I'll be filling them with gold and blue rocks just to hold them in place. And then I got these roses with these flowers, which will also be part of the floral arrangement. Now, I'll be honest with you. When it comes to cutting costs, I totally could have ordered some flowers online for cheaper than what I bought them at the store. But also, when I went to the store. There was a deal. So I think it was like 40% off all the floral things. So, I want you to take a look at this, because obviously when you look at this, this is clearly a royal blue rose. And these are like a lighter blue, but they're still not turquoise, okay? So I got these. Now I want you to look at this. Obviously there's a difference. But I have some extra tulle, so I'm thinking to put the floral arrangements together, I'll have the pearls. Again, keep in mind I'm only going to be doing about 4 per arrangement. So you've got your little pearls. You'll be able to see the pearls inside of the rose, the diamonds inside of the smaller flowers, and then I'll have a little bit of tulle in that arrangement as well. I don't know if I'll use it to like wrap around the flowers or just to have it kind of sticking up in the middle or around, because actually the rose will probably be the centerpiece of the whole arrangement. And I also got some glitter that closely matches my color for my scheme, so that I can go through and put some of the glitter on the flowers, so that it still kind of brings it in. Different color blues, but the same, you know, just adding my true color in there so that it's not too far-fetched from my theme. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. I can show you everything the night before, or maybe 2 nights before if I have my own place by then, and just go through and show you what everything looks like the final results. You can also find, because sometimes if you go to a store like Michael's or a well-known craft store, things are just going to typically be more expensive. I can't even explain to you why. It doesn't make sense to me either. I understand. But if you go to like a fabric store like Joann's Fabrics or whatever area you're in, you might have some type of fabric store. I always encourage people, just look around. Just look around. Even if you know, like walking into Michael's or AC Moore or wherever is near your area, you're like, all this stuff is going to be overpriced. You never know. There might be a deal. You know, you look through the sales section. You might be able to find something and surprise yourself. Okay, and don't be scared of the dollar store. Don't be fooled by the dollar store either. Don't go in there assuming everything's going to be $1, because sometimes things are more expensive in there than they are somewhere else. Like, you know, I like my frames, right? And I walked into one of the dollar stores and I wanted to get 2 new frames because I broke one of my other glasses and I just needed to diversify my colors a little bit. And so I was like, oh, I'll get two pairs of glasses. They were $5 each. So you're trying to tell me I'm spending $10 on glasses? That's around the same price I would spend on sunglasses at the mall. You know what I mean? So just look around, because you never know. And don't be fooled, and don't think, oh, I'm only going to go to this store because I know that, you know, it's the dollar store and they're going to have everything cheap. You might be able to find something cheaper in the dollar section at Target or the regular section at Target. Just look around. Give yourself time to look around, okay? So I'm going to say, so I will say, because of me being impatient and me having 2 weeks left and I just kind of want to have everything together as soon as possible, I did not do my best as in terms of like saving money, but the things that were important and that I knew I had to buy in bulk, I did make sure that I bought the cheapest possible thing. If I could do this again, I think I would have done a little bit more shopping online, because sometimes things are cheaper there, like on Amazon, and you know how Amazon was having its sale and stuff, so I probably could have found a lot of stuff, but it wasn't payday yet, so I had to wait. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you right now. And like I said, if you don't take anything else away from this video, because I tend to talk a lot and I get distracted and whatever, just diversify. Don't just focus on one color. Diversify. Use your resources wisely. So if you have friends and you know that they're artsy fartsy too, like you are, or if you're not artsy fartsy at all, please pick other people's brains. Draw from some of their resources. And if they're your real friends, they'll be willing to help you. Okay. they'll be willing to help you in some way, shape, or form. So, yeah, use your resources, diversify your colors. Don't just pick one color. If you do, that's fine, but just be prepared to be very patient because you might not find the exact color in everything. Okay? And yeah, I think that's all I got. Stay tuned, and I'll try to remind you every once in a while that I'm still here. I still exist. You know, but life, that daggone life, it gets to you when you're trying to just live. Anyways, I'm done. I'm completely done. I have nothing else productive to say. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned. All right, bye. Besitos.